Let's get straight to it. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Utah Jazz 127 to 124. Tyrese Maxey, a career-high 51 points. He was simply fantastic, man. But I just want to say this, man. We needed this win. The Philadelphia 76er fan base needed this win. We was waiting all day long for updates on the reigning MVP Joel Embiid on his knee. It could have been a career-ending injury. It could have been a season-ending injury. But Joel Embiid will be back. It is a meniscus tear in his left knee, if you don't know. He will be back. Get excited for the rest of the season. Do not give up on this team. We went through too much to give up on this team right now. We went through the process. We can't go through that again. I'm not going to give up on this team until we lose. I'm going to continuously think we're going to win until we lose in the playoffs. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button. Yes, we went through too much as a Philadelphia 76er fan base. And I believe, not saying that I want Joel Embiid to be hurt, obviously not. But this could be a blessing in disguise because we're going to rest Joel Embiid. He's going to heal his other injuries, including his meniscus tear. And this is going to force him to not play. And hopefully, he'll be healthy when it counts the most. That's all that matters. But I cannot stand the Philadelphia 76er fan base, the fans that actually think it's a good idea to trade the best player that the Philadelphia 76ers had since the great Allen Iverson. The answer. Are you serious? Did you forget about the process days? Did you forget about all the first round picks that we just destroyed, meaning we didn't get any good talent back? We didn't draft nobody, pretty much. You know what I mean? No disrespect to some of the players. We only drafted who? Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. If you want to include Tyrese Maxey in the process, I don't really think he's part of that. But Michael Carter-Williams, Jahlil Okafor, Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, the list goes on. We know first-round picks don't plan out. So when fans be like, oh, man, he's never healthy. Yes, that is 100% true. I understand where you're coming from. But we have more of a chance to win with him than without him. Like I said, bro. Like I said, y'all. We just need him to be healthy in the playoffs. And I know he might get hurt in the playoffs. I understand all that. But I'm going to try to think as positive as possible because I know this is the best chance we got to finally win a championship since 1983. For real. It really is. We're not that far away. Last season, we could have beat the Celtics, man. Even with an injured Joel Embiid, we could have beat the dang on Celtics. We just couldn't get game 6 or game 7. You know what I mean? Do y'all remember how close we was? I understand the Bucks improved. I understand that the Celtics improved. But at the end of the day, we are not far. Tyrese Maxey has improved his game to an all-star level. He is a star in today's NBA. Tobias Harris, I don't really know. He had a great game in this game against the Jazz. He had 28.7 assists and 5 rebounds. I'm a little iffy with Tobias because sometimes I'll be wanting to trade him. Then sometimes I'll be wanting to be like, yo, keep him, man, keep him. But at the end of the day, we need to make a trade. Daryl Morey has to make a trade. If you're confident enough in this team, meaning Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, those two players, then make the necessary move, get rid of the first-round picks, go get you a player. I don't even want to name any players. I've been doing it the whole time, but I'm just going to name one particular player because we went against him last night, and that was Markkanen, right? What did Markkanen have? Markkanen had 28 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds, and 33 minutes. He was doing his thing, man. I love his game. The Jazz ain't that good. They're almost at 500, but they're not that good. Maybe the Jazz are willing to part ways with Markkanen for the right deal, right trade. But that's just an example. Daryl Morey has to make a move or we're not going to get out the Eastern Conference. Even with a healthy Joel Embiid, I am, as much as I'm very confident in this team, but I just know that the bench is not consistent. I'm nervous about DeAnthony Melton. I don't know when he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's a back injury. Backs are tricky because you don't want to rush him back, and you don't. It's just a tricky injury. I don't even know what part of his back is hurt, but it's just he hasn't played in I don't know how long. And then Tobias Harris, like I was saying, I don't trust him, bro. I don't trust him, and I'm just to the point where, oh, let's just go all in and see what happens, bro. Let's just go all in and see what happens. People want to save these first-round picks. For what? For what? What is the ultimate goal in sports? In every sport, football, basketball, NHL, soccer, every sport you can think of, tennis, golf, is to win the championship, to win the Super Bowl, to win the Masters, to win the cup, win that trophy at the end of the day. And if we're not going to go all in like we should this year, even though Joel Embiid is, possibly he might have to get surgery depending on what procedure they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like I said in my live, I had a meniscus tear. I used to play football. And they did a scope and they removed some of the meniscus out, right? That's what they did. That's just me. I'm only 6 foot, 200 pounds. I'm not 7'2", 280 pounds. So whatever they're trying to do, I'm going to hope and pray that the medical staff, the doctors that are around Joel Embiid, they make the right decision for Joel Embiid. But this is not like an injury that's going to keep him out for the whole season, bro. That's why this literally can help us in a way, because he's going to have to sit down for a while and get his body together. And I just have a feeling, bro, that we can make a good run this playoffs. Like, I'm not scared of the Eastern Conference didn't get tough. I'm not going to lie. The Knicks with the OG Anunoby trade, they tough. The Bucks, of course, Dame time. You get what I'm saying? But then they got Doc Rivers as their coach. I'm not confident in the Bucks. Why am I going to be scared of the Bucks for? I'm not scared of them. They got a lot of talent. But, bro, a healthy Joel Embiid, I know, if healthy, I understand. But I'm going to be confident, and I'm going to believe in Joel Embiid because he's one of the greatest players in Philadelphia 76er history. I was just talking to the live yesterday because I do play-by-play for most of the Sixer games this season. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and the like button is definitely going down. But I was talking to some of my YouTube family, and I was saying, just imagine, like, Joel Embiid missed his first 2 years of his career, bro. Like, I don't know if it was a back or foot, whatever it was. I forgot, right? Imagine if he played all 82 games from the moment he got drafted. Just imagine. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to points and all that, look what he's doing now, bro. You know what I mean? Imagine what he would be averaging. Imagine he might already have a 3 MVPs by now. Who knows, bro? It's like there's levels to the game. That's how great Joel Embiid is. Even how his career started, not playing for 2 years. Know what I mean? And then finally getting himself together to play 60-plus games or whatever amount of games he played to win MVP for the first time. I just can't give up on this player. Y'all let me know in the comments below how y'all feel about this whole team, right? And I know I'm kind of venting right now, but let's just talk about this game real quick. This was a great win for the Philadelphia 76er fan base. It really was. Tobias Harris did his thing. I'm going to say big shout out to what's his name? Pat Bev. Pat Bev, he only had 8 points. He only had 8 points, but I just love the way he plays, man. He always plays with that fire every single game, and that's what I love about him. 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. I just love his game. I'll choose that over 16 points of Kelly Oubre Jr., even though Kelly Oubre Jr. had 16 points, but I would choose that 8 points over the 16 points because of that fire that Patrick Beverley brings. And I'm not trying to, like, come at Kelly Oubre Jr., but his offense been struggling lately, but I love his defense. I say that in like every video because it's true, though. His offense been struggling. He's not making his threes like he was earlier in the year, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I love his defense. Paul Reed has 7 points, 4 assists, and 10 rebounds. Shout out to Paul Reed for, you know what I mean, getting those 10 rebounds. I'm big on rebounds, man. We need to try to get marketing from the Jazz. We need to try to go get who else from the Jazz? Jordan Clarkson. Get me somebody that can get buckets and bunches. Get me him. Get me Larry Markkinen. Get me John Collins. John Collins seems like he's always getting the offensive rebound on the Sixers. I remember one particular play, bro. I'm going to try to make this video not too long, but I remember this one particular play last night, bro, when there was three Sixer players looking at the ball. John Collins was in the middle, all those three players. Nobody boxed him out, and he got the offensive rebound. We cannot do that. We need someone that's going to be aggressive on those boards all the time, because in the playoffs, it's going to be tough to beat the top teams in the Eastern Conference when we're not getting our rebounds, our defensive rebounds I'm talking about. Offensive rebounds is just a plus. Extra offensive possessions, but them defensive rebounds, we need it, bro. We need to get those rebounds. But John Collins, he had 15 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I'm not a big fan of what's his name? Simone Fintaccio. I don't know why, man. There's something about him, bro. Like, I'm not a big fan of him, bro. But let's get to the team stats real quick. When it comes to three-point percentage, we shot excellent, 43.8% from 3, 14 of 32, which is really good. Free throws percentage, we shot 90.5, 19 of 21 from the free throw line. Total rebounds, we got out-rebounded by 3, but we did get 10 offensive rebounds, but they got 10 offensive rebounds as well. We got the blocks. We have 11 blocks. Great defense. We had 6 steals. I'm loving the defense. Turnovers. We only had 4 turnovers the whole entire game. We took care of the ball for the most part. We played like we needed to play. We played Sixer basketball. But let me just get back to Tyrese Maxey real quick, because I don't want to seem like I'm not paying him the proper respect. Tyrese Maxey did whatever he wanted to do on this basketball court, literally. You know what I mean? He's a one-man fast break. He's the fastest player in the NBA, I think, in my opinion. And his control in the air going for a layup is second to only Kyrie Irving, in my opinion. He is just simply one of the most, I think he could be the most improved player. You know what I mean? I really do. And I feel like if he's not an all-star, that it would be, man, I don't know how he cannot be an all-star this season. There's no way. The man is balling, man. He didn't only have 1 assist, but he had to do what he had to do. He had to score. We needed the points more than anything in this particular game. But Tyrese Maxey is just doing his thing this season. And I'm just so happy and so proud of him, because people were trying to say, can he be a good facilitator? But I look at it like this. Malcolm Brogdon, we do need another point guard to help him out. But man, the man's averaging 26.3 points a game, 3 rebounds, 6.4 assists. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. And I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy that we got lucky and drafted him. I am not really surprised, because it seemed like every year since he's been in the NBA, he improves on something and gets much, much better. And I'm just excited that he's a Philadelphia 76er, man. I really am. I'm going to look at his three-point percentage this season. His three-point percentage actually took a little dip from last season. It's 38.3, but that's still solid. It's still good. He's taken a lot of threes this year, and debatably, he's the best three-point shooter on the team. But, you know, that's all I got for this video. Thank you for vibing with me. Shout out to all the people that have been rocking with me from day one. I truly appreciate y'all. I'm out. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.